task lists in Teamwork projects are used to contain, order, and group your individual tasks within a project. All tasks created in Teamwork projects need to go into their relevant task lists. So here we are in the Tasks tab of our project. And over each of our sets of tasks here, we can see our task lists. So we have our inbox task list here, we have a written content task list, and within each of our task lists, we have all of our relevant tasks. So if we want to add a new task list to our project, we just need to go up here to the top right and select Add Task List. In the Add Task List pop-up window here, we first need to give our task list a name. And below this, in the Notes tab, you can see that we have the option to add any further descriptive detail to our task list if we feel like we need to. And looking up here now to the Privacy tab, and we can select who exactly can view this task list. So currently this is everybody on the project. However, we can limit the number of people who can view and use this task list to only those users that we specify. So let's say that I only want Adrian, Alan, myself, Billy, and Chris to have access to this task list. Moving on now, and in the Milestone tab, we can choose to attach this task to a milestone in our project. So we can either select an existing milestone here, or we can go down here and create a new milestone. So let's select a milestone from our existing catalog of milestones, and we can say that our social media campaign task list is associated with the social media promotion milestone. Looking at the Advanced tab now, and you can see here that we can toggle whether or not we want to pin this list so that it never gets closed. So this means that even if all of the current tasks in the task list are completed, our task list will still remain open, so we can always add more tasks to it if we want to. So let's say that we want to pin this list, and down here you can see that we can choose whether or not we want to use a task list template. So if we choose a template, then our new task list will be filled with all of the tasks from the template that we specify. So by default, this is obviously set to have no task list template. However, you can see in this drop down here that we can choose whichever template we like. So let's choose the blog post template here. And here you can see we can select a start date. We can choose to skip weekends. And here we get a preview of all of our tasks. Moving on now to the Defaults tab. And here we can specify the default settings for any tasks that we create within this task list. So here we can see our current defaults. So it's assigned to nobody. There is no description. There are no followers, no comments. These tasks aren't set to be private. There's no priority, no estimated time, no start date or due date, no tags, and it's not associated with any board column. And if we want to change this, we can easily do this by selecting the Edit button. And this is very similar to just creating a new task. So we can assign the task to someone. We can add a start date and a due date. Looking over here, we can add a description. We can customize our privacy settings. We can set a default priority. We can add any estimated time. We can add default followers to all of our tasks. We can add tags. And we can choose to align these tasks with a certain board column. And once we're happy with all this, we just need to select Save Changes. And then select Add Task List. And now you can see that our task list has been added to our project. And now we can easily add as many tasks as we like and begin working our way through our new social media campaign task list. And that's how we add a task list in Teamwork projects. Very simple, but very powerful and robust.